The honourable member for Scarborough-Guildwood.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and I will be sharing my time with my former seatmate, the member from Etobicoke Centre, Vancouver Centre. So the member from Etobicoke Centre would be surprised to find that he was my former seatmate. Madam Speaker, it's getting late, and I just take note that at the end of this week is the beginning of the Olympics. And there'll be one nation out of all the nations in the world that will not be allowed to compete under its own flag, and that is the Russian nation. Finally, the Olympic Committee got sick of all the corruption and the doping and cheating and lying that was coming out of the Russian government, and doesn't allow the Russian athletes to compete under their own flag. And this is what we meaning the family of nations, the universe of nations, Canada, US, UK, Ukraine, deals with on a daily basis. Because nothing happens in Russia without Vladimir Putin's express permission. And so when he would say, oh, well, there might be 100,000 troops on Ukraine's border, but those are just exercises, and there's nothing to see here. That's just nonsense, and no one should really pay much attention to it, because he doesn't speak truth very often. Madam Speaker, I was once privileged to spend some time with Senator Lisa Murkowski, and she has available to her, and I don't know whether it's available publicly, but a map of the Arctic, and it's like looking at the Arctic from 50,000 feet above the North Pole. And what it shows you is the remilitarization of the Arctic by the Russian government. All of the refurbished old bases, but all of the new installations as well. And while Canada, even from that map, is far away from the Russian bases, nevertheless, US is very close at the Bering Strait. So also is Finland, so also is Sweden, so also is Greenland, so also is Denmark, so also is Norway. And the remilitarization of the Arctic, in my judgment, Madam Speaker, is what not in and of itself, but it contributes to why it is in Canada's best interest to fully participate in the Ukrainian repulsion of this Russian aggression. Henry Kissinger once said nations don't have permanent friends or enemies, they only have interests. And regardless of whether you're Ukrainian or you're not Ukrainian, or whether you have a diaspora in your community or you don't have diaspora in your community, in my judgment, Madam Speaker, it is in Canada's best interest that we fully support Ukraine. Russia routinely launches massive cyber attacks on Canada. Last one being a hospital in Newfoundland. And it's nothing but a mafia shakedown. If you pay us millions of dollars, we'll let you have your hospital back. Russia routinely steals significant amounts of industrial and commercial intellectual property. Russian oligarchs have purchased significant pieces of industrial and commercial property in order to burrow deeply into Canadian society, and that money has been generated from very dubious sources. Russia is quite skilled at the game of misinformation and disinformation. There are many, many more reasons why Ukraine's security is our security and our security is Ukraine's security. Madam Speaker, I'd ask you to cast your mind along the Eastern European flank, Western Russian, because if Ukraine goes, the next thing to go is Poland and the Baltics. And when you get past the Poland and the Baltics, then you go to Finland. And then after Finland, you go to Sweden, Norway, Denmark, and suddenly it's on our border. So, Madam Speaker, I think what you're telling me is that my time is up, and I look forward to colleagues' questions. Thank you.